try to make things right. I hold you and wipe your tears. Though life has passed and I'm barely here, I'm hopeful still.
Welcome to the Invisalign ChangeMakers celebration. Please help me in welcoming your host for this evening's event. You know her as Diane Johnson from ABC's Blackish. Put your hands together for the one and only Marseille Martin.
Hi! Hello everyone and welcome to the first ever Invisalign ChangeMakers celebration! Woo! I'm Marseille Martin and I will be your host for tonight's amazing program. And we are so glad you're joining us here live. And I'm also here in the studio with the fabulous DJ Matt Stefanina. What is up, Matt?
Hey, everything.
Hey, yeah, I mean, you've been busy, for sure.
I have, and I'm excited to be here with you tonight, Marseille, honoring all of the wonderfully talented Invisalign ChangeMakers.
See, now, I know most people watching this probably know exactly who you are, so I'm looking forward to seeing you perform, Matt, and maybe you'll show us some new moves, too. I see those Instagram and YouTube videos, and I'm not sure how you learn those dances so fast.
I mean, it's a lot of practice.
Well, see, I want to practice some new moves so I can share them with my co-stars on set so I can look cool, you know? Thank you, thank you.
Got you.
So, the folks over at the Invisalign brand, you know, they help give out the smile you've always wanted. Partner with America's largest youth development organization, National 4-H Council, to celebrate teens who are making an impact in the community. Now, aside from highlighting all the good acts these teens have contributed, Invisalign is giving away a one-time $5,000 award to all 100 winners who have demonstrated exceptional changes within their communities. Tonight, we're going to highlight all the winners and share some of their stories. We'll take a closer look behind the scenes of the Invisalign ChangeMakers to see what it takes to be agents of change and how you and someone you know can also make a difference in your community, if you're not already doing so. So for all the adults out there, the parents, grandparents, guardians, siblings, your aunties, your uncles, close friends, church community, mentors, coaches, and more, these are all just teenagers, 13 to 19-year-olds who, before and during a global pandemic, despite being fully masked with limited resources, have made a huge impact in their communities. They took the initiative, they ran with it, and they changed the game. That's why we're all here tonight, just in case anyone needed a reminder of how dope these teens are.
This is for the teens who create smiles. Who strive to make a difference. Because they believe in a better future. For all of us.
Because of the COVID-19 pandemic, I noticed that many kids were not immersing themselves in their education. And by combining my passion for teaching and love for volunteering, I pursued this opportunity to help those kids.
Obviously, one of our big values is youth empowerment. We also value quality nutrition, human dignity, and local agriculture.
This is for you. Congratulations to the Invisalign ChangeMakers.
national program. 50 states, nearly 800 applicants. Tonight, we're honored to highlight all 100 winners, and you have just met 10 of them. So great to see these teens out there in their communities making a difference.
They're superheroes. That's the only way to explain it.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, you've all got a swag bag prior to this broadcast, and inside you're going to see all kinds of goodies. Most importantly, a trophy for you. This trophy represents all the hard work you put into becoming an Invisalign ChangeMaker, and it has your name on it. So display it with pride. Put it on the mantle, the front windowsill, so your neighbors can see it and you can brag about it wherever it is more visible. Then take pictures of it and post those online with the hashtags Invisalign and hashtag InvisChangeMakers, and make sure the world sees it. Your trophy is a handheld version of this trophy right here that's with us in the studio. I mean, look at this thing. It's massive. It's taller than me.
I'm glad we didn't ship those out to all the winners.
I mean, can you imagine just semi-trucks backing up to each home like this?
Forklifts offloading them.
I mean, cranes.
Where would you even put those?
Well, I don't know. Well, fortunately, the handheld version of this gigantic trophy is a lot more manageable, guys. These teens did everything from sewing masks to distributing food and clothes to families in need. They taught and mentored virtually to children. They grew gardens and jumped in where organizations needed their help. There's Shruti Sudarsan, sorry if I messed up that name, who led a team of 100 volunteers in order to make more than 12,000 masks and 6,000 gallons of hand sanitizer.
Haley Richmond, she worked with 300 middle school and high school students across 7 states to collect more than 20,000 jigsaw puzzles and give them to those living with Alzheimer's.
There's Joshua Kurtenbach, organized a yearly book drive for kids with special needs 7 years ago and has collected over 20,000 books and stuffed animals to date.
Dominic Nowakowski, through his determination, leadership, and perseverance, he's launched many different initiatives to support senior citizens in the community.
Isaiah Thomas French founded Project Warm Up at the age of 13, delivering warm clothing and other essential items to those experiencing homelessness.
Sophia Duenas led anti-vaping workshops that have reached more than 2,500 youths this year.
Wow. And these are just a few of the Invisalign ChangeMakers. And I have a feeling we're going to be hearing a lot more about them in the years to come. Let's highlight some more winners.
My hope is to inspire another kid that may be the underdog and struggling in school and not seeing what they can contribute to our society.
I now am the head instructor for a local library where I teach students all the content for their citizenship exams free of charge and help them transition into American life. Their perseverance during these times continues to inspire me as more and more of them become American citizens despite the circumstances.
I would like to build a career out of using my story to help kids overcome all the things that people tell them they could never do. Because a diagnosis should never become a definition.
When I was 9, I learned about St. Jude and pediatric cancer, and I was immediately inspired to help. I go to elementary schools and middle schools around my community, helping kids be inspired to give back. But I also say that everyone has a passion or a skill or a talent that they have, and everyone has a cause that motivates them.
Just really combine your passion with anything and find a way to use it to help other people. And in my case, I was able to find this situation, basketball in the homeless community, Corpus Christi, and I haven't looked back, and I enjoy every second.
Kids have power. We can change the world, and so by existing, I guess, I'm helping other young people recognize that they too have power to change the world.
We are making go-go bags for the children and their families at a hotel by my church. One of the kids in particular, they got deodorant, and they were so excited to give out deodorant, and this is why I do the things I do.
I feel so lucky to be able to help such a wide variety of people. We're able to help people who are veterans, who are in hospitals, who don't necessarily get to have the classic Thanksgiving with your family.
The award that Invisalign could give me could help hundreds of students, and that's why it would mean so much to me.
And we've been able to have over 50 girls in the academy have their own businesses under our brand. With the funds, we will be able to subsidize the cost for our first face-to-face Girl Boss Retreat.
I've been on this path of climate activism and fighting for climate justice
for about 4 years now. It's what gets me up every single day, and I am so excited to see in the next few years and throughout my lifetime just how much of an impact I'm able to make.
My name is Ariel, and I'm the founder and creator of Theaterbomb.
Go Theaterbomb! We try to express ourselves through the arts and voice, trying to spread the kindness and love. Everyone should know that you should ask for help. There's always someone that'll care.
So far, I have collected and donated 8,434 pieces of equipment, and I'm not done yet. Winning this award will ease the financial burden for my family in the future and enable myself to fulfill my goal of becoming an orthopedic PA.
And as Marie Wilson of the White House Project said, you can't be what you can't see. So I find it extremely powerful that I'm able to use my skills to turn preconceived notions that coding is hard into, wow, this is really fun.
We are all so blown away by the display of compassion and action, and how all of our winners, every single Invisalign ChangeMaker, has stepped it up and done amazing things in their communities. Now, behind the scenes, it takes a lot of hands to put together a national program like this. I mean, there's the branding and marketing teams from both the Invisalign brand and the National 4-H Council, the volunteering organizers, and the local leaders in each community who are building and busy finding and identifying all of our Invisalign ChangeMakers and encouraging them to apply. There's the volunteers themselves, the support staff, the videographers, the photographers, and video editors. Whew, that's a lot of people, sorry. Both professional and friends and family who help capture these important stories, reporters who showed up to help and tell people's stories, musicians, and the list goes on and on and on. So here to shed some more light on what exactly goes into putting this program together, please welcome the Invisalign Branch Chief Product Innovation and Marketing Officer, Raj Budapeti.
Hi, on behalf of Align Technology, I'd like to congratulate each of our teen ChangeMakers. You're incredible. Every one of your stories is an inspiration, a heartwarming example of the positive change you've been able to bring in the communities that you touch and that you serve. Thank you. Thank you for who you are and what you've done.
Thank you, Raj.
Yeah, thanks, Raj.
Inspiring words from someone who knows how to tell a compelling story. And you know who else is inspiring?
Our winners?
Yep, that's right, Matt. Our winners, all 100 of them. And right now, I have the honor in talking to a few of them. So let's do this.
Hey.
Hi, Shayra. Thank you so much for being here with us. Congratulations on being named on Invisalign ChangeMaker.
Hi, Marseille.
Hi.
Thanks.
So I understand you started an organization to help end hunger, specifically for underprivileged people with food allergies. So how did you learn about this need in your community?
Yeah, so my family's experience with food insecurity when I was a child really inspired me to start fighting hunger. And to do that, I started getting involved in local community efforts. So I volunteered at my local food pantry, and there I met children who had peanut allergies, dairy allergies, and other food allergies that really restricted the foods that they could eat. So they weren't finding the foods that they could safely eat in the food pantry. So I decided that I wanted to make these foods available to them and accessible to them so that they can get the nutrition and nourishment that they need.
That is so amazing. So I was hoping you can share with the viewers one of the biggest obstacles you overcame in your journey to helping your community, and how did you overcome these challenges?
Yeah, so there are many obstacles when starting a youth-led venture like Nourish America, but I would say the biggest one is just getting out there and getting started. For young people like myself, the thought of what your peers will think about you and public opinion is really intimidating. And I would say, like, just disregard all of that and just go out and make the first step. Definitely spread awareness of your project and get other people who are passionate about it to join in with you, because if people know about it and you get a team together, the magic will happen. So I would just advise people to stay persistent and overcome any obstacles through that way.
Yes, of course. Well, you're doing an amazing job, and thank you so much for talking with me tonight, and congratulations again on your well-deserved award.
Thank you so much. I just want to say it's such an honor to be an Invisalign ChangeMaker. I'm so excited to see all the other projects tonight.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.
So sweet. Okay, now let's meet another winner. Oh, hey, Christian, you look dapper tonight.
Thank you, Marseille. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much for being here. And congratulations on being named an Invisalign ChangeMaker.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Well, Christian, I heard a dear friend of yours passed in a tragic accident, and you helped bring change to your community to prevent other tragedies like that from happening. So can you please tell us more about that?
Absolutely. So as you stated, on June 4th of 2020, just over a year ago, my best friend, Fitz Alexander Campbell Thomas, drowned in a creek minutes from both his and I's houses and minutes away from our local hospital. Ultimately, the location of the place was not mapped properly, and there were some complications with EMS in getting to the place efficiently. So overall, it took the EMS services about 38 minutes to respond to the scene, in which unfortunately was not quick enough to save Fitz's life, and he passed that later on that night. So further on from what we did there was we teamed up with our local EMS and our county administrators and our other neighboring county administrators to really just crack down on the legislation that led to, his passing and the inefficiency of what took place that day. So just to kind of spread in a little bit more on that, the area where Fitz drowned is on a border between Maryland and Virginia, since I live in Northern Virginia. So because of that, the water, although it was closer to Virginia, technically belonged to Maryland. So due to that, though, 911 calls were routed to Maryland, which ultimately slowed down the time to respond. So after Fitz's passing, we worked with both counties in order to terminate that, water belonging policy, and now it is just a matter of efficiency. So no matter where the situation occurs, both counties and jurisdictions are able to respond. And to my knowledge, that has been able to save at least 3 to 4 more lives since passing Fitz. So luckily, we've been able to really bring about some positive change in the community.
Right. Wow. That is insane. That's such important work as well. So can you please tell us a little more about how you worked with emergency responders and how did others pitch in to help you?
Absolutely. So the main thing is on how others helped pitch in. The community of Loudoun really just became so tight after everything happened. And I worked personally with EMS responders and administrators because shortly after I worked with Loudoun and Montgomery counties, I was appointed to the Virginia statewide EMS Border Response Group to really just crack down on the potholes in EMS in Virginia. With this, we were able to develop a framework, and which we're still meeting on, that we will eventually send to the Governor Ralph Northam's table to sign into actual statewide legislation. So luckily, we've been able to do that, and our last meeting was actually just last Thursday, so not too far out at all. And the community of Loudoun really stepped up as well, whether it was for policy change, whether it was for his family. We really became a tightly knit group, which is the most important thing out of anything that's happened. And the most prime example of this was that obviously Fitz and I went to the same high school, and he was a football player for our team, and his former teammate had the idea of renaming our stadium, and unfortunately he graduated, so I took on the work to rename the stadium totally, and it obviously required the entire community to pitch into the idea, and they delivered because we made a change.org in which acquired 6,400 signatures in order to bring that about, and our school board ultimately voted 9-0 unanimously to rename the stadium. So now our stadium is known as Fitz Alexander Campbell Thomas Memorial Stadium, or FACT Field. So the community really stepped up, went there for the family, went there for us, and just became a tighter bond because of everything that happened.
That is so... Wow, that is so amazing. Well, Christian, we are very sorry for your loss, but we're so, so glad. And I'm so happy to hear that you turned it into something positive. So thank you so much again for talking with me tonight, and congratulations again on your well-deserved award.
Thank you so much, and it's an honor to be here. Thank you, everybody.
Yes, of course. Bye. Have a great rest of your night.
You as well.
Wow. Oh, my gosh. Okay, well, let's meet one more winner. Hi, Jada. Oh, we kind of twinning. We kind of twinning with the glasses and the braids. Yeah. I love it. I love it, girl. All right, well, thank you so much for being here, and congratulations on being named an Invisalign ChangeMaker.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. Okay, so Matt and I have been talking, and we want to know more about your friends and your family and your whole community. What did they do to support you during your journey? I mean, it looks like a lot of them were with you throughout it. So how was it for you?
So it was amazing. I'm blessed to have a big support system and a lot of people who donate to J. Kerr Street. Our first outreach was absolutely amazing. It was a different experience. They all came together. We spent hours packing the essential care items. We had t-shirts, we had hot foods, we had hygiene, socks, and just seeing the expression of all of the people's faces, it was just it was heartwarming to me, because it's like my small care of act really impacted their life. And they love just knowing that I'm still a human being despite all of my hardships that I'm going through. And they're just like, I'm just so blessed to have you to come out here just to acknowledge, like, I'm still a human being. It's hard for them to be in the right state of mind, but it's also warming to know that they remember you. So like my mom, she would have t-shirts. So when we wake up at 9 a.m., we go down to Lake Eola or hit the streets. They're like, oh, where's Mama? She has the t-shirts today. I'm going to go and see if she has my size. She has my color. And we just try to just give them options. We don't want to just be like, oh, here, you can have this one. We want to give them options and make them feel like, yeah, you have a choice. You have a voice. You can have whatever you like. You're just like me. You're just going through a harder time than I am.
Wow. Well, what's next for you, Jada? And what exciting things do you have planned for your future and everyone else's future?
So for my future, what's next for me, I'm going to finish my bachelor's in nursing. And then I want to expand J-Care Street. So I just don't want it to be a community thing. I want to partner up with different larger organizations so that we can find these people things that they need. For instance, I would like some nurses to come out, some barbers to do health screenings. A lot of them are asking for job opportunities, but they don't really have the credentials to apply for a job. Mm-hmm. So I want to just give them and help them find the resources that they need to get off of the streets. Because they don't want to be there. Like, they want to be where we are, look, in a nice house, stuff like that. So I want to just help them find the resources in order to get to that point in their life.
Yes, of course. Well, I'm sending you all the love and positivity so all your goals can be a reality. So thank you so much. And Jada, thank you for talking with me tonight, and congratulations again on your well-deserved award.
Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity from Invisalign and all the winners, and blessings to all. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. So every winner tonight was reviewed by our selection committee. Close to 800 submissions. That's a lot. And they could only select 100 winners. So let's meet some more winners and watch a few of your submission videos.
Benjamin, I didn't see any prospect of getting a vaccine here in Illinois.
We have over 50 volunteers, and what we're doing is we are just directly booking appointments for people.
What was meant to be a temporary project turned into monthly meetings in coffee shops and spare office spaces. Over 200 students and seniors from around the world are active and participate in Language Line.
Books and Bros is a book club that I created when I was 10 years old to advocate for African American literacy. As a social activist, I plan to continue to do what's right, and I will use my platform to do so.
Community organizing, especially here in the South, is not easy, but it would mean so much to know that my mission to build a more equitable and inclusive world is something worth investing in.
My Heavy Hugs projects provides me with the opportunity to share my own experiences as a person with autism. I hope that through telling my story, I can be an inspiration to at least one other person who may be struggling with autism or mental health issues.
I invented a national award-winning game app prototype that teaches children with autism social, emotional, and communication skills in order to make more friends. Are you ready to help children with autism reach their full potential? It's game on!
Through COVID, I have persisted in my mission to bring STEM to my community. I do this by doing a lot of interactive virtual demonstrations, as well as using my YouTube channel to post a wide variety of STEM experiments for people to both enjoy watching and even try to do themselves.
When we switched to e-learning in the spring, we knew there would be kids in Baltimore City that didn't have computers to help finish the school year. So we actively collected used computers and laptops. In total, we have raised $100,000 in grants and funds and in-kind donations.
These are some resource kits that we've assembled for seniors and elderly and nursing homes to help them cope with social isolation during the COVID pandemic.
On behalf of the Arts and STEM for Hearts Foundation, we love you guys so much. Remember, stay strong and be courageous.
So I nominated your business for it, and you were selected to get $1,000 out of the check.
And even if I'm not selected, I'm so grateful to Invisalign for recognizing people that are doing good in the world, because oftentimes the only people that get recognition are the people that are inflicting pain. And so it's really nice to see some good news nowadays. So thank you, Invisalign, for being a light. Thank you for this opportunity.
Welcome back. I thought I could play some music while we continue recognizing some more winners, so check it out.
Eyelids split at sunrise, morning breaks like splatter paint. Wipe the dust from my eyes. You must have left before morning came. Flashes of the night come rushing in a stampede of misbehaviors. Just a sophomore running my mouth. Really thought that I could save her. And we're all the animals. Didn't mean to start a forest fire. Push the ashes off your shoulders. Let's get lost in the wild. We're all built for something. Try to find a starting line. Don't look over your shoulders. Let's get lost in the wild. Let's get lost in the wild. Let's get lost in the wild. Something shocks my muscle. Heart rate backhands my senses. Now I'm flying fast on my feet, skipping rivers, clearing them fences. I'm tracking you into the city. Ooh, under the pressure of the traffic lights. I'm chasing the clues you left me, that you might still join me in the wild. And we're all the animals. Didn't mean to start a forest fire. Push the ashes off your shoulders. Let's get lost in the wild. We're all built for something. Try to find a starting line. Don't look over your shoulders. Let's get lost in the wild. Let's get lost in the wild. Let's get lost in the wild.
Okay, everybody, we are nearing the end of our program. So, Matt, are you impressed or what?
Truly, it has been really awesome to see all these amazing efforts.
For sure, I totally agree. And we have only just a few more winners we want to highlight before we roll out of here.
Whoa, I've got holes in my shoes, running so hard just to pay all these dues. Whoa, but I'll never slow down, 'cause the living's too good in a fast town. How long can I keep up this pace before it's showing on my face? It's like I'm in a race. Someone else just won. Each day I'm coming back again. I'm on the grid, I'm in a spin, 'cause it would be a sin if all this came undone. These dreams I dream won't go away. They're getting closer every day. Whoa, I've got holes in my shoes.
Congratulations to all of our winners, every single one of you, the class of 2021. Let's give everyone one more round of applause. Woo! On behalf of the Invisalign brand and the National 4-H Council, we just want to extend our deepest heartfelt thanks and gratitude to everyone who was a part of this year's Invisalign ChangeMakers celebration. I'm Marcy Martin, that's Matt Stefanina, and we out.
Hey.
Why you always in the mood? Messing around like I'm brand new. I ain't tryna tell you what to do, but try to play it cool. Baby, I ain't playing by your rules. Everything look better with a view. Why you always in the mood? Messing around like I'm brand new. I ain't tryna tell you what to do, but try to play it cool. Baby, I ain't playing by your rules. Everything look better with a view. I can never get attached. just want your company.